Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. Before I get into this video, I'd like to ask you all please leave a like or comment on my video and consider subscribing to my channel. Now I have done separate videos on the MOA Guardian and the logistic ships, but I haven't touched on many other heavy assault vessels. Now the heavy assault vessels I'm going to talk about are cruisers. That's because most of the heavy assault happens within the cruiser class of vessels. So within the cruiser class are what we call the sniper vessels. Now please bear with me. The snipers have one advantage on their previous level vessels. I was going to make individual sniper vessel builds, on each one of the snipers, but I figured that I might just explain it as a little bit of an upgrade on the previous model. Now the big update to them is they have the full rigs for engineering. So they have the 6x6. Let me go back up to a Caracal Navy issue. I'm going to use the Caracal as my base model for this. And as you look at it, you'll notice that the low slot also has one more rig point. So with one more fitting in the low slot and one more combat rig, one more engineering rig, it makes a big difference to these cruisers. These cruisers were already really tough in terms of combat, but with that additional extra, they can do a lot more. And you can switch up that play style that you had a lot from those original Navy issue vessels. So the Navy issue vessels here were all of their weak points. Very inefficient in power, and they generally didn't have a lot of capability to do more combat. Now, with this particular model, you could actually increase the shield power on those ships quite a bit. But that's not what they're all about. They're actually about the heavy assault, and they're all about getting the range on your weapons. So when it comes to a heavy assault vessel, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you are going to want to extend them to the maximum range possible. So you're not going to use rapid missiles, you're not going to use close range strike cannons. You're going for, sorry, not close, there's not strike cannons, close range auto cannons, snub nose rail guns. I'm making a mistake between beam and pulse again. I'm not sure which is which, but you're not going to use the close range system. You're going to use the long range system. For the Vexa Navy issue, not Vexa Navy issue, sorry, for the Vexa Sniper, this is an even more pronounced bonus to it because of the fact that it now can take that extra range. Now, what you are going to do is you're going to boost up damage, you are going to boost up range, and last but not least, you are either going to boost up velocity or reduce the explosion radius. Now, why all of these massive boosts to range and radius? Well, simple. The Caracal Sniper is always paired with the Guardian of its class, so the MOA Guardian. Now, since we are T8, all of these ships are available, so the Guardian 2 is going to be your option. It is one of the heavy assault vessels. So you always pair them up in two pairs. There is a heavy assault with the Guardian, and that is how it goes. Heavy assault and a Guardian, heavy assault and a Guardian. And if you really want to make an unbelievably powerful, ridiculous fleet, you can go logistics Guardian. When I say logistics, I mean any of those ships that boost you up, the repair support vessels, a support vessel, a Guardian, and a sniper. So the support vessel is going to be one, the Guardian is going to be one, and the remainder of your fleet will be 8 sniper vessels. What you're going to do, maximum damage output, everything for the range. Target painters are going to be your mid slot. There's nothing else you're going to put in there. Target painters for the range. You want as much range as possible on anything that you're fighting. You could extend a stabber out to as far as you possibly can go, and this is where it gets complicated. 2 ballistic control, 2 missile guidance systems. Now there's a reason why I'm making this here very particular. Each one of the ships has a different option. It will be 2 heat sinks, 2 magnetic fields, 2 macros, 2 tracking computers, but you have to pair them up correctly. So that's going to be 2 by 2. That's 4 slots gone. This extends your range immediately. Plus the range boost that's in your rigs is going to give you more. plus the damage is going to be improved even more, so more damage. And your last slot can be any one of the two. So you can either increase your firing speed or you can increase the range depending on how your fleet is running. If your fleet is running for maximum range, then everybody sets up for range and you have a long range fleet. Your rigs are going to go in that manner. You don't have the ability to run away from combat. That is the one big situation if you do this type of rigging on those vessels. If you want to go 2x2 and you want to still be able to run away, a micro warp drive to get you away from most combat situations. And there you go, the easy peasy lemon squeezy assault vessel. Now, why am I talking so lightly about the assault vessels? Well, here's something else to note about them. They're all round on weapon type, and with the assault vessels are always the guardian vessels. Now, I may actually make some videos on them, and this is because they aren't that simple to make. Let's say, for example, I want to try and work out how far the stabber can fire. I'd need to find somebody who has a stabber sniper, while most players in the T8 meta would rather go for wait, let me just open this here and then we go to the battle cruiser, would rather go battle cruiser assault or the final form battle cruisers. Now, assault battle cruisers also have that massive firepower, that massive range, all of the advantages of being assault. Let's look at it quickly. 6 weapons like a standard, but there is something which is very, very special. If you go down, look at the power grid on this ship. It's massive for a battle cruiser. Let's go down to the Oracle as well. Sorry, I did a mistake there. Let's have a look at the power grid. And you'll notice that the power grid is also quite massive. With your engineering added to it, it becomes a nice, big, heavy ship. So what could you do with these heavier ships? Well, one of the basic answers to it is fit a large weapon. So let me just go down into the missiles. They're going to be the easiest to fit from the start. So let me go right down. One large missile system coming up. Okay, why are the largest so far down this list? Ugh, really makes me angry. I'm not going to look at the rapids. You want maximum range. So let's have a look at the C-type. 590 megawatts. Remember, missiles are very, very low usage systems. And let's look at the range on the system, 65.8 kilometers, with the ability to upgrade large weapons. If I was going with any large weapon system, this would be it. I can now make a massive range. My DPS is 58.7 per minute. I have a nice 1000 DPS hit if my forward players are locking onto targets. So if I run this particular vessel with enough engineering, I can double it up and basic fit its rigs. There I go, another assault type vessel. Or I can pair it up with the Guardian and not worry about supporting its health. And there we go, heavy DPS, heavy damage, all about the damage. Or you can just run mediums, 6 mediums, heavy long range weapons with massive DPS systems put into it. 3x3 on those logs for bonuses to the weapon. That's more than the sniper from the cruiser class, and you're literally going to shred just about everything. That is what you use the assault class for. They are basically used to give you this high DPS. They are ridiculous DPS, just like your Guardian is this massive HP, and it makes this HP ridiculous to fight against. You're going to use them. You're going to fight them with their best skills. Sometimes this is one of the things you can do. Turn a regular ship into a sniper. You fit on 2 of these long range weapons, and your last few things is basically going to be just grid bonuses to extend the range of the ship. Yes, I do know that you have quite a big grid on the ship once you have all your training into battle cruisers. You have another 37. No, wait, no, 37.5 is advanced. If you go expert, you have quite a big grid extra. You have about 380 extra on that ship. You could easily pair it up with the right weapon systems, and now you have that ability to hit that long range, make that massive play. And you could even pair one of these large weapons with a ton of medium weapons, and there you go. Nice long ranged high DPS system. Fantastic for you. As they try to escape, they're still taking DPS, and it's a massive piece of DPS. If you aren't fast enough, you can keep going at it. It's a good thing to play for your dead spaces where ships try to run away from you. Even if they're getting out of your range, the assault vessel keeps applying some DPS to it, even though it's trying to escape. So that is about the gist on high range assault vessels. I hope that you have found this video informative, and coming up after this videos will be a series on the basic mining vessels, and I hope that you do handle this well. This is a fleeting mining operation type build. That is all I'm going to be discussing, and I hope that you do enjoy this video. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.